Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to Denver. Now, here's Fox. And a miss there on the triple. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Now, here's Mitchell. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Nobody near Allen. That's good from 17 feet away.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
It's Fox with the drive. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
That's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Here's Fox into the lane, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Back to Allen. Pass to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. San Antonio with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is defeated at offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one because he's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now here's Barnes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Inside. Vassell outside. Ball's knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Vassell. The wide open look here for Fox. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
There's Garland, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Allen. Isaac outside. Rebounded by Castle. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Drills it from outside.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now, here's Wagner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What concentration there from Wagner. Accepting the contact and still finding a way to capitalize.
That's good from Wagner. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer. Ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Now, here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Pocket 6. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with the 9-point.
The Cavaliers, 13.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Paul outside. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Mitchell. Wagner outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup, just couldn't knock it down.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The shot's good from Paul. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And the skill, the athleticism of Chris Paul shoots up the floor on a one-man mission.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance. Saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. Of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
No good that time. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Wade. Mel with the ball. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kept alive. Pass to Okoro. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Paul. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 6 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And that one's good, Champagne.
And that's a routine play for Paul. He's not going to miss the open man.
Garland attacking over Johnson. Second shot opportunity. A rebound by Johnson.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
First personal foul. First team.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Okoro. Back to Strus. Shot clock at 3. The shot by Wade, wide open. Offline with his 3. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Now here's Johnson. Outside Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, Champagne can't get it to fall. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers, trailing by 13. Out to Wade. Now Okoro. Nothing on the board. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Ball looking over the floor. Pass to Champagne. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Scooped up. Johnson outside. Over Wade. Johnson can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 11. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one is no good. Pass to Mitchell. Over Castle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Castle. This is his first free throw of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Spurs up by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
27.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox from outside. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And here's Wagner. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. 4-on-3 break. Launches it. Rebounded by Isaac. The Cavaliers trail by 12 to the paint. Nifty move. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Barnes for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Vassell, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Mitchell wide open. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Wembanyama. Isaac with the steal. Kicks it out to Allen. On the wing, Isaac. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Spurs leading by 10. Vassell wide open. No good on the 3. Wagner with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the basket by Vassell.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
They get a hand on it. Wagner with it. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Jerome, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Barnes left side. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against us.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Yep, that one goes in there. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Okoro. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now Mitchell, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt, and this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
14 foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell.
That one is off.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Barnes has got 10 points in the quarter. Mitchell. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 15. Here's Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Jerome, no good. Pass to Wembanyama. And the wing jumper offline. Lobs it up. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Spurs.
The Cavaliers. 39.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fires the 3. No good there.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Spurs leading by 14. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Over Mitchell. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And it's 6 points for Allen.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
San Antonio leading by 14. Pass to Wembanyama. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Isaac outside. Wagner outside. Kicks it out to Garland. Here's Allen. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Isaac. No good on the triple. Ball outside. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Wembanyama. Cavaliers with the rebound. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot.
Nice.
That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Wagner with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And the layup is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the basket by Rose.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Craig, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothered interior defense.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
He gets it in there.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Vassell left side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Spurs making a change here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Mitchell. Here's Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Here's Garland. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Fox deciding where to go with it. They get it back. Spurs working the ball around now. And that one's good. Barnes.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for San Antonio.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight in City.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Victor Wembanyama.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Pass to Bassey. Back to Fox. And here's Barnes for 3. Bassey missed. And so it's